I love you more.
They've had each other through it all, but lockdown has never lifted for Sean and his mum Hilary. Shielding for more than 6 months, she's become his full-time carer, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it's taken its toll on them both.
He's used to going out every day to day centre, and he became quite demanding and quite aggressive at times because he was bored, fed up, and I'm there on my own, so there wasn't a lot I could do to entertain him. I felt more like his carer than his mum.
And how are you doing?
It's been hard. Physically, to get Sean on the toilet, it normally takes 2 members of staff. But because I'm here on my own, I have to do it on my own. My back's gone, my hands, I've worn myself out. And I think without that break, shortly, I'm not sure how things would turn out.
But there's little chance of a break for either of them, because Sean needs to go somewhere like this, a holiday centre which also provides respite care. But under current guidelines, anyone entering a care setting has to isolate for 14 days. That would use up every last moment of a holiday, which charities like Revitalise provide for disabled people and their carers.
If you think about the public outcry there's been from people who are returning from Portugal or Spain, people will spend thousands trying to get here to not have the inconvenience of self-isolating. But for disabled people and their carers, it's not an inconvenience, it is a way of life. They have been shielding now for months and months. And, without having some sort of break, their lives are just at the most awful point.
People in respite rather than residential have been forgotten by the government. If Sean only went for a 7-day break, he'd be stuck in his room for 7 days. And that's not respite, and that's not fair on Sean. But he needs it and I need it.
The government told us it's aware of the emotional, mental and physical strain the pandemic has placed on unpaid carers. They say the challenge is balancing the impact of self-isolation measures alongside risks around transmission that come with people moving in and out of respite care, adding, "Our priority needs to be safeguarding those living and working in care homes."
And hopefully the government will change the rules and you'll be able to get to go for 2 weeks, 2 weeks respite. How would that make you feel if I said to you, you could go for 2 weeks on a respite? That would make you very happy, wouldn't it?
Hilary still hopes the blanket 14-day isolation rules can be lifted for respite care, so that, as winter approaches, she and her son have the hope of a break to hold on to. Leisha McNally, ITV News, Liverpool.